Okay, this is as usual the first title sheet. In this title sheet, always I will be sharing the subject code and this one. Don't forget this subject code 18C503E. Okay, we are today we are going to see the mechanical properties of standard structural steel. What it actually means. Okay, see, uh, this PPT teaching is separate, totally different from the blackboard teaching. What I feel that is the reason in the previous 1 month back what I did is I have made handwritten explanation and I have kept in my YouTube channel that will be almost same as that of a blackboard teaching, but uh, as of now, as per our recommend head sir or principal sir or commissioner recommendations, they are mostly giving to deliver the lectures through PPT only. But every time problematic subject is not possible for us to teach like this. Okay, so because of this first chapter introduction being a theoretical subject, I am going on PPT. Further, in this only, when the problem starts, I will again start through paper teaching only. That will be as usual, as same as that of a blackboard teaching. How the blackboard I use in the class, the same thing I use in the paper, and I will explain you. No need to worry. Okay. The thing is, I am visible very small here, and my board will also be very small because of your seeing in the mobiles. Okay, try to use laptops if you or your brother or sister will be having, that will be better, right? Coming to as I said you yesterday regarding, we have discussed this, what are the things you are supposed to take while using this while learning this subject, that is IS 800 2007. How many of really downloaded the code? Any one of you downloaded the code? Aditya, have you downloaded it?
Sir,
You downloaded it?
yeah,
Okay, right, fine.
I downloaded today.
Okay, it's a matter of less than 10 MB. Okay,
Okay, sir.
you make download it, because from today itself we are going to use that code. Okay, now we are going to learn about what is. Yes, Aditya, you can off your mic because I am getting my resound. So you are going to learn about IS 800 2007, and we are going to learn about the mechanical properties. Okay, and structural sections and classification of cross sections. This last topic what you are seeing, this will be discussing in depth in your design of beams chapter, that is almost sixth chapter in your book. Today we'll just see what are the classifications, just because there again you are supposed to learn about these things. Okay, and types of elements also we'll discuss in the design of beams. And coming to, we'll talk about today what IS code, when it was released, like that. So when you come for IS 800, it was first released in 1956, and again after 6 years they have been revised, and again in 1984 and in 2002, and the present version is 2007, that is we call it as a IS 800 2007. So when I am studying my diploma and BTech, I used to use IS 800 1984, which is purely about working stress method. Okay. Now IS 800 2007 is purely used for our limit state method. I hope you understood about what you mean by limit state and working stress when our Ramulu sir has been explained you regarding the what is working stress and limit state, right? And there is one more method, ultimate load method. Here in IS steel structures, earlier we are supposed to make the use of working stress method with a code IS 800 1984. Now it presently what we are using, IS 800 2007. Okay, what are these features of IS 800 2007? See, as I said you, the entire code is revised on limit state design procedure. Okay, Now, this standard has made a reference to the Indian standards now available for bolts, rivets, and other fasteners. Now, what is this bolts, rivets? There are nothing but connections. They are nothing but connections. Generally, in our day-to-day life, we'll be seeing all these things. If you can remember, even for a cycle or a bike, everything you'll be having some bolt connections. And when you're traveling in a bus, you'll be having a riveted connections. All these are things. And if you see our gates in front of our houses, those are completely what? Welded connections. So as per our syllabus, presently we are having welded connections. Now what actually this code will be having? Okay. Generally, and first of all, what is the purpose of revision? Revision, why we are supposed to revision? Revision means what? Advancement, updating. Generally, if you can observe, if you are using your mobile for 1 year like that, what the things will be there? For every 2 months or 3 months you will be getting updating, right? You'll be getting updated version like that. Based upon the uh, updatement in the technology, okay, day by day you are getting technology updated. So based upon that updatement, you are supposed to update our code also. You are supposed to update our code also. Now see here, even though is 800 2007 is the code, we have revised many times after that. Revision means what? Updating means we different, revision means different. Revision means completely change from working stress to limit state. Okay, working stress to limit state. And what is updating means, the same code will be there, anything new will be added to that one. Every year in the month of June or July, a committee will be sitting, just like you used to have some SSR, right? Same similar manner, this code also will be updated every year by using by having some meetings with the new updating. Okay. Now see here, in the view of development and production of new varieties of medium and high tensile structural steels, we are going to revise. Okay. Now what is the purpose of this code book? It is expanded for these new materials. Means what? As day by day it is updating, getting update, technology is updating, you are supposed to expand our code book also. Expand our code book means you have to incorporate all these things in, so that we are using the design. Okay. Now see, in a market, if a new product has been released with respect to our say for example construction purpose, that new product released will not be used directly. First, this codal provision should accept that one. They will be checking it. They will be checking only after that only, that will be certified, and that will be getting ready to usage. Okay. Next, uh, and at present, the present code does not specify any minimum thickness for the members. Generally, if you take working stress method and limit state method, the difference is working stress method only service loads are considered. Service loads are considered. Okay. Because of that load, what happens? Huge dimensions are supposed to come. Now here no restrictions are made in case of a IS 800 2007. Okay. And here they have incorporated the structural analysis. They have been divided into elastic analysis, plastic analysis, buckling analysis, like that. Okay. Next, serviceability limit states are added and elaborated more in the present code. Means limit state design is divided into two categories. One is limit state of collapse and limit state of serviceability. Whereas working stress method is talks only about serviceability. Okay. It won't talk about strength, it talks about serviceability. Ultimate load talks about only load strength, whereas this limit state method, it talks about load strength and it talks about serviceability. Means we design for strength and check for serviceability. Designing will be done for strength, and serviceability check for deflection, check for shear, check for torsion. All these are checks we will be doing. Okay. If it is failing in any of the three things, deflection, cracking, vibration, all these are serviceability criteria, you will be well known understanding in your RCC. You will be well known understanding in RCC. And one more thing I want to tell you, that don't get confused with the IS 456 2000 and IS 800 2007. Those are purely different codes. Thus IS 456-2000 is purely for RCC and IS 800-2007 is for our design of steel structures. Okay, and now when you are designing the tension members, you are supposed to go for yielding of gross cross section, yielding of net rupture section, block shear, or these are added in this new code. Okay, and when the members are subjected to bending means what? A beam going subjected to bend. Okay, and these are the three things. Don't get confused here. These are not that much important at present introduction class. These are very much important in case of your design of what? Beams chapter, which is very important. What I am going to tell you here is they are included in our new code. These are all the new things included in our 220. What your doubt? 220.
सर आपकी आवाज कट हो रही सर. माइक थोड़ा नजदीक रख के बात करिए.
जी जी, okay, okay, right. Is it okay now?
Yes sir.
Okay, okay. Chalo, right. Thank you. Next. Now here, in case of IS 456-2000, last annexures are there, that is purely for working stress method. But in case of IS 800-2007, it is not at all dealing with the working stress method. We have removed that working stress method. Okay. Additional strength and serviceability limit state designs like designing detailing for earthquake loads, fatigue. What do you mean by fatigue? If you remember your engineering mechanics, fatigue means what? Fatigue is nothing but reversal of stresses that may occur. Reversal of stresses that may occur. And design for durability and corrosion. See, corrosion. Every steel has a tendency to corrode if proper maintenance is not done. As I said you in the merits and demerits of steel structures, what do you mean by corrosion? If proper maintenance of steel structure which is erected is not done, then in such situations corrosion may occur. Okay, because of that corrosion durability may lose. Durability is nothing but what? It's a lifespan. It's lifespan. Okay, next design for vibration, deflection check and excessive deflection arresting. Design for fire resistance, concepts of brittle failure. All these are what? They are strength checking. Design means strength. Deflection check, as I said, you serviceability. Anything we are checking comes under serviceability criteria. Anything we are designing comes under strength criteria. That is, limit state method is divided into two things. One is what? Limit state of collapse, which is also known as limit state of strength, and next one is limit state of serviceability. Are you able to hear now clearly? Yes, 220.
Yes sir.
Okay, fine. Now, in present IS 800-2007, many annexures have been added. Those annexures are tables, figures, charts which are incorporated, and plastic properties of the beam also are added in the annexures. Now, what is these plastic properties? We'll come to know in the design of beams. Generally, you all know the section modulus. Yes, section modulus, Z, right? I by Y, right? I by Y you know. But the thing is, here elastic section modulus, plastic section modulus, like that different terminology is there, that all has been added in the annexures. Okay, annexures are nothing but they will be at the end of your book. If anyone downloaded, please check. Okay, now all these are nothing, not required. Now we'll see to the content. What do you mean by structural steel? Okay, now as per IS 800-2007, The steels commonly used in steel construction are mild steel and high tensile structural steel, right? Now, these structural steels are used in general construction, are recommended by IS 800 2007. Generally, these structural steel will be having a code IS 2062. Based upon this code and based upon the revisions made in that one, this has been uh, what we say adopted by IS 800 2007. Okay, next. Yes, we'll see. These are two very important. Those who have downloaded the IS 800 2007, page number 11 or 12, you will be having this physical and mechanical properties of steel structure. First, we'll see physical and mechanical properties, physical properties. Okay, irrespective of its grade. Generally, irrespective of its grade means IS 800 2007 specifies different grades of steel, that is Fe 250, Fe 415, Fe 500, like that. You have number of grades of steel. Whatever may be the steel grade, the physical properties will never change. See, here I have mentioned the clause. If you have code, you just refer this clause number 2.2.4 of IS 800 2007. In that you will be having this is the question you may come across in your short answer type. What are the physical and mechanical properties? So first is what? Unit mass of steel. See, unit mass, when you are dealing with the mass, it is denoted by rho. That is, mass means kg per meter cube, 7850 kg per meter cube. Unit weight, 78.5 kilonewton per meter cube. In terms of weight, we call it as what? 78.5 kilonewton per meter cube. And Young's modulus of elasticity of steel, irrespective of grade, it is always 2 into 10 power 5 Newton per mm square, right? Next one is Poisson's ratio, which is equals to mu. What do you mean by Poisson's ratio? It is the ratio of lateral strain to longitudinal strain. It is either denoted by mu or 1 by m, which is having a value of 0.3. Next, modulus of rigidity G, it is 0.769 into 10 power 5 Newton per mm square. Okay, and thermal expansion, 12 into 10 power minus 6 per degree centigrade. This is for steel, and for concrete it is 12 into 10 power minus 7 per degree centigrade. Okay, so because of this coefficient of thermal expansion of steel and concrete being same, approximately equal, they are being getting good bond between that one. That's why it is forming to RCC. Okay, coming to the mechanical properties. See, we will be talking about the yield stress, ultimate stress, percentage of elongation. Now, what is this percentage of elongation? If you remember our MT lab, beside that you have a UTM, right? UTM machine is there. In that you will be having two jaws. You are supposed to provide the rod here and apply the tensile load like this. Okay. Now while applying, what is this? You will be specifying some length. This length is nothing but gauge length. Okay. Gauge length. How to fix the gauge length? Gauge length L equals to 5 point. Try to understand my writing because I am writing with this one. Root A naught. 5.65 root A, where A is nothing but area of the specimen rod into 5.65. So that what happens? You will be getting some length based upon the diameter. You will be getting all the diameter such that length of that one based upon the diameter you will be fixing, and you will be trying to apply the pull. You you will be trying to apply the pull tensile load such that at that particular point it will be breaking. What is the elongation? You can calculate the percentage. That is a mechanical property. Next, yield stress. This is one of the mechanical property. And toughness. And see, this is the tabular column IS 800 2007. You can have it different grades. What are the yield stress? What is the ultimate stress? And percentage of elongation. Now, if you can see here, the minimum percentage of elongation is 20 and maximum is 23. Maximum is what? 23. Now see, as I said you, as per what? Indian Standard Code IS 2062, these are the different grades. Sometimes when they are, now see one more thing, E165, FE290. Now what is E165 means? 165 indicates yield stress. For that, what will be the ultimate stress? 290. Similarly, E250, in that you have a B, C. Same thing but different subgrades. E250. So when you are dealing with E, talking with respect to E, you have to give the yield stress. When you are giving with the FE, you are supposed to give the ultimate stress. Okay. So see here. In between brackets, you got FE 590. What is this 590 means? Ultimate stress. What will be its yield stress? 450. Like that, you have to remember this. No need to remember, but as per ESET point of view, this is to remember, because ESET code book will not be allowed, but for our college, code book is allowed. Okay. Now, when you are going to form a different steel structures, in order to frame a structural steel, one should be having different elements. Those different elements may be a tension members, compression members, okay, beams or girders, anything. So for that, I section is the thing. I section. See, following 5 series of rolled steel sections are ISJB, Indian Standard Junior Beam, Indian Standard Lower Beam or Lightweight Beam, Indian Standard Medium Weight Beam. Means one I section will be having in different ways. Wider flange beam, heavy beams. Okay. Now how they are designated? See here, note. The IA sections are designated by the depth of the beam in mm and weight per meter. ISMB 500 at the rate 0.852 kilonewton per meter means Indian Standard Medium Beam of overall height is how much? 500. Okay, like that. See, with reference to this one, from steel table, you will get all the details. What details you will be getting? How the I section will be? One second, I will show you the things. This one. This is what I section. From here to here, it is the total height. From top edge to bottom edge, the total height. That is ISMB 500, like that they are giving, right? So what you will be getting from the steel table is, you will be getting flange width, the width of web, depth of web, next thickness of flange, its moment of inertia about Ixx and moment of inertia about Iyy, and what you will be getting still? Radius of gyration about both the axes. All you will be getting from the steel code book, or as I said you, this is SP6. This is SP6. Similarly, you will be having what? Next one is what? Channel section. Indian Standard Junior channels, Indian Standard Lightweight channels, Indian Standard Medium Weight channels. Like that, the designation is same. MC, C for channel, right? Next, angle sections. Here, when you take the angle section, you will be having equal angle and a unequal angle. What do you mean by equal and unequal angle means? Now see here. Suppose if both legs are same, see, this is having both legs approximately same, equal. One leg smaller, another leg longer, unequal. That is the difference. Okay. Next, see, Angles are designated by length of two legs and their thickness. ISA 150 by 150 by 12 mm. ISA 150 by 115 by 12 mm. See the difference, equal angle, unequal angle. Okay. Next, T sections. In that, Indian standard normal T bars, long legged T bars, standard wide flange, like that you have in numbers, right? If you buy this steel table, this will be very easy while doing the problems. Okay, because as I explained you earlier, in analysis problem, what happens in analysis problem? What you are going to do? Section will be given. Based upon that section from steel table, you are going to bring all the properties like width of flange, thickness of flange, depth of web, width of web, like that will be having all the things. Later on, what you going to do? You have to, based upon the design analysis procedure, you are going to get how much amount of load that the member has been taking, you will be take. That is the analysis. Design means what? For a particular load, what is the strength, what is the its capacity, what is its capacity will be taken. Okay, that is the difference between analysis and design problems. And you will be having a flat plates. I have clearly explained you in case of my channel, very everything I have explained. Please, after watching this, after having this one, I explained you clearly there. You can watch here there, because what they are further in the next coming semesters, how the education will be completely online only, completely online only. Okay, because even though we teach in the classroom, if at all time permits, that has to be same thing, we have to prepare the video lesson also, because when a student is not able to follow the class in the classroom, he has to supposed to see the videos. So try to learn from now only. When you are not able to concentrate, or because of the net issues, or my problem or your problem, whatever it may be, when you feel free and having data, you just refer those things. Okay, rolled steel tubes. Okay, these are the all the definite things, right? I'm just skipping the slides. Okay, so this is I section, channel section, L section, in that equal, unequal, and T sections. Okay, as I said you, classification of cross sections. Okay, these are the four classifications: class 1, class 2, class 3, class 4. Class 1 is also called as what? Plastic, compact, semi compact, slender. We always design with the plastic by assuming the beam section as a plastic. Okay, in case of RCC, you will be having three modes of failures, that is overturn, what is that? Balanced section, under reinforced section, and over reinforced section. So similar way, you will be having four classes. So how you are going to decide the class? There will be one table number 10 of page 44. Just note this one. You will be getting table number 10, page number 44. Okay, if I remember it is correct. 11 is for effective length and 10 is for this one. I will show the table. This is the table. Ayyo, this is table 2. I think this has been taken from the code book. That is different. See, I have tell you. This is length to width ratio. Based upon this one, this is not table number 10. This is table number 2. Please change it. Route here, you will be having ratios: width to thickness of flange, width to thickness, and depth of web to thickness of web. Based upon these values, you are going to decide whether it is a plastic, compact, or semi compact. Now, why they have not given about the slender? Because slender is nothing but out of failure, it is completely failed. So that is the reason I am telling you that I will explain this topic clearly when we are dealing with the design of beams, because before chapters what you are learning, that is irrespective of this plastic analysis or elastic analysis, that is completely different. Okay, that is the reason I will explain you. Just as a note, you are supposed to keep this one. Okay, and this is the same again. Okay, types of elements, this also I will explain you in the further classes. Okay, now how the rolled steel sections are designated with their which one, depth, total h. Okay, and see how the questions will be asked, right? What are the properties of structural steel, what are the different forms of rolled steel sections. Okay, and this is my today's quote, because I'm celebrating a teacher's day because of my teachers who taught me. I hope you understood the small class which we have started